Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Josh Shimmels, publisher and CEO of the Los Angeles Business Journal, and it's an honor to be here hosting LA's Fast 100 and our very first Disruptor Awards. I know for many of us, this next hour is going to be either a very much needed election break or a very stressful hour away from the TV, but either way, we promise to get you out of here on time, and we promise to have a lot of fun. Today's program is going to be broken up into two distinct but related parts. Each year, the LABJ publishes our list of the 100 fastest private growing companies in the region. It's one of our most read lists, and today we're going to unveil the top 25. The criteria for the list itself is centered solely around revenue growth. This year, we decided to do things a little bit different. We wanted to look behind the numbers and beyond the scenes and look at the companies and what they're doing. We wanted to understand why these companies made the list to begin with, what makes them so successful. In short, we wanted to learn their secret sauce. And that brings us to the second part of the program today, the Disruptor Awards. We narrowed the field to just a few finalists in 6 different award categories that you see on the screen now. We then interviewed all 17 finalists to learn about their companies, their cultures, their leadership, and just their overall success. Shortly, we're going to be introducing you to each of them using video montages that we were able to create through safe Zoom interviews. I'm excited to share that all of our finalists are actually with us on the call today. They're in a back waiting room, so to speak, and we'll be hearing live, just like all of you, who the winners are in each category. We'll ask them to say a few words as well. We're really excited about the new format of this, and I can tell you personally that I truly enjoyed having an opportunity to meet so many amazing CEOs doing so many amazing things. For me, it really helped to bring the Fastest 100 list a little bit more to life. I'd like to take a moment to thank our amazing sponsors also, because they really helped us redefine this event. And they provided an incredible amount of time and commitment to joining and participating actively in each of the 17 interviews that were conducted. And I want to thank them for helping us honor fast-growing disruptive companies once again. So it's with great appreciation that I'd like to first thank our 2 diamond sponsors, Fifth Third Bank and RSM. I'd also like to thank our platinum sponsor, Miller Kaplan. And then also thank you to our 2 gold sponsors, Golden Star Technologies and SADA Systems. Thank you all for being a part of this. It's been a pleasure getting to know you better. All right, we're going to get right into the countdown now and find out who our #1 fastest growing private company is. I'd like to congratulate all 100 companies who've made the list this year. The full rankings from #1 all the way up to 100 will be in Monday's edition of the LA Business Journal, both online and in print. So please make sure that you do pick up a copy. All right, here to join us and to unveil the top 25, please welcome our editor, Scott Robson, and managing editor, Stephanie Barbarin. Scott, Stephanie, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Josh. It's great to participate today. Thanks to everybody for joining in today. Before we get into the reveal on the top 25 companies, I wanted to give everybody some background on how we compile the list. Our countdown of the 100 fastest growing private companies is one of the most anticipated lists of the year, and a lot of effort goes into compiling the package. We receive applications from hundreds of companies. We conduct our own research to uncover additional companies that are worth considering. We scour our proprietary information, tap into outside databases, check numerous other sources, media outlets. As you can imagine, it's a list that takes months to complete. Our research director, Joshua Nibs, starts the first round of outreach in May. He's on the lookout for detailed information about each business, especially revenues. Then in August, we ramp up our efforts, collect all the remaining data, compile the final 100, and then rank the companies. In order to qualify for the list, a company must be headquartered in Los Angeles County and have 3 years of revenue. You may recognize many of the companies on this list from last year, but I can tell you that about 1/3 of the businesses here are new to the list. It's quite an accomplishment. for a business to be included anywhere on this list. So congratulations to everybody. Now let's take a look at the top 25 this year. I'll be joined in the countdown by Stephanie Barbarin, our managing editor. So right into the list here at number 25 this year, it's JJLA, a live event production, management, and entertainment firm that produces unexpected and innovative projects. At number 24 is VCheck Global. They're a business-to-business provider of due diligence and background check investigations, employment screenings, document retrieval, and specialized research of business entities and individuals. Number 23 on the list is Skin by Lovely. Their mission is to ignite self-love in their patients with a highly personalized medical aesthetic experience. Number 22, Pawstruck. Their mission is to provide natural single ingredient meat chews at affordable prices to all dogs nationwide. And number 21 on our list is EV Connect, a software as a service company that has built the infrastructure to build a better planet by enabling the distribution of electricity as a fuel. And now here's Stephanie with the next batch of companies.
Moving into number 20, AudienceX. AudienceX offers integrated access to 18 programmatic search and social advertising platforms in one place. Number 19, Disco. One of the drivers of their growth is their second generation cookieless ad effectiveness measurement solution, which empowers brands, agencies, and marketers with rapid insights. Number 18, VESTA Home. VESTA Home is a leader in interior design, custom furniture, and luxury home staging in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Miami, and New York. Number 17, Integrity Cargo Solutions, Inc. They are a third-party logistics provider focused on combining carrier synergies with advanced technology to provide customers with the perfect freight experience. Number 16, Payment Cloud. Payment Cloud is an independent sales organization that secures payment processing for all merchant types with a goal of contactless payment. Scott?
Thanks, Stephanie. Number 15 on this year's list is Aravant, Inc., with an estimated 5,000 products and over 100,000 units delivered. They're a company with technology at their center and the customer journey always on their minds. At number 14, it's California Capital Real Estate Advisors. As an investment company, they created the CalCap Cares program to encourage employees to find a way to give back to the neighborhoods where they invest. At number 13, Advertise Purple, an affiliate marketing agency based in Santa Monica, known for proven and effective marketing strategies, rapid award-winning growth, and nationally recognized company culture. At number 12, Lane 7 Apparel, a leading design innovator and supplier of blank apparel to the promotional product and specialty and decorated apparel markets. At number 11, it's Hop Skip Drive. They're a safe and innovative transportation platform for school districts, government agencies, senior citizens, and families. Over to you for the next set, Stephanie.
And now for the top 10. Number 10, H-Code Media. H-Code is the largest Hispanic digital media company in the US and recently partnered with the Office of Mayor Eric Garcetti to increase awareness of free COVID-19 testing among multicultural audiences in Los Angeles County. Number 9, Lift Innovate. Lift Innovate is a customer success and research firm whose mission is to bridge the gap between the world's best technologies and the people that use them. Number 8, Magic Links. Magic Links is an exclusive retail tool that gives consumers direct access to shop influencers' social content through a single text message. Number 7, Sola Impact. Sola Impact is dedicated to preserving, refreshing, and creating high-quality, affordable housing in low-income communities by focusing on ending homelessness, engaging in workforce and economic development, and improving access to education. Number 6, IS Squared. IS Squared is a provider of information technology security, a hybrid cloud infrastructure, and networking and software solutions. Scott?
Thanks, Steph. Now we're on to the final 5. The countdown is almost complete. Number 5, Attitude Holdings, Inc. They're a direct-to-consumer, sustainable lifestyle brand offering modern bedding, bath, and sleepwear products made from the world's first clean bamboo fabric. At number 4, Renew Age Energy Solutions. They lead the charge in sustainability construction and energy management services in Southern California by reducing carbon emissions and implementing various energy and water efficiency technology building upgrades. Our number 3 company, ScratchPay. ScratchPay's simple all-in-one payments platform helps increase accessibility to affordable medical financing for individuals across the United States and Canada. At number 2, Yeti Houseware Appliances, an e-commerce-based company that specializes in domestic small appliances. It's well known for their air fryer and electric pressure cooker. And number 1 on this year's list, Cauliflower. They're on a mission to reinvent America's favorite foods, one healthy meal at a time. Their gluten-free products began with a cauliflower pizza crust that have now transitioned into other categories, including riced cauliflower, chicken tenders, cauliflower tortillas, and sweet potato toasts. Congratulations to all the companies on this year's list, especially in the top 25. And here's Business Journal publisher Josh Schimmel to reveal this year's award winners.
Well, thank you so much, Scott. Congratulations to all 25 who've made the list. I want to say thank you to both Scott and Stephanie and the entire editorial team. This list takes an incredible amount of work. There's a lot of process that goes into it, a lot of research. So thank you guys for all that you do to put this together for us every year. Again, the entire list of 100 is going to be available in Monday's edition of the Business Journal. So please make sure that you grab a copy to see where your company lands. All right, I think we made you long enough. It's now time to move into the awards portion and to honor the market's very best disruptors. I sat down with our 2 diamond sponsors, and we talked a little bit about what we felt disruptors were, what they represented, and why they're so important. Here's a little bit of that conversation. It's a company or a product that is so far ahead of the competition that it's actually disrupting the sales cycle of its customers. It introduces something completely new that they've never seen before, and it's innovative to the market.
A disruptor is a company that brings radical change to an industry or market through innovations in products or processes. These companies apply unique and specific insights to customer needs and preferences, and they add value by delivering products or services effectively and efficiently.
A disruptor is a company that comes to market and impacts an industry in a unique and exciting way. Disruptors sometimes find a way to exploit changes or new ideas that existing industry competitors haven't seen.
They encourage innovation in industries and challenge companies to transform their businesses in order to stay relevant and remain profitable. The business world is constantly evolving, and there's disruptors, and we have to make sure that we watch disruptors in order to manage our business and continue to move forward.
Disruptors are so important. They are what drive change. They lead to brand new efficiencies. And ultimately, they're what propel growth and forever change their industries.
RSM works with middle market companies to help them achieve success through listening to their business goals and providing advice on how to position their company for growth internally and externally. Our deep industry insights, coupled with our accounting, tax, consulting services, are designed specifically to help disruptors achieve their goals.
I think there's nothing more exciting for us than a customer who has amazing opportunities to grow and finding a way to support them through everything that the bank does.
The Los Angeles Business Journal thrives to provide content that inspires our readers and their businesses to reach further, to do something different, and to make an impact. And that's exactly what Disruptors do.
Why LA? In LA, you'll find an abundance of universities, incubators, accelerators, VC firms, and private equity. All types of advisors focused on nurturing the diverse population and balanced creativity that's here.
Los Angeles is the largest city in a state that on its own is the 5th largest economy in the world. And so it's a vibrant marketplace for ideas and talent that's hard to replicate anywhere in the world.
It's the people, it's the energy, it's the amazing creativity here. It's all combined with what seems to be nearly unlimited resources. It's a place that entrepreneurs come to absolutely thrive in everything they do. Well, thank you so much to Brandon and to Joe for sharing your thoughts and insights. It's time. We're going to get to our first 2 award categories right now. Here to announce our first 2 awards, please welcome Michael Kaplan, partner with Miller Kaplan. Michael?
Thank you, Josh. And thank you for giving me a reason to get dressed up. Due to COVID, it's been few and far between that I've been able to get dressed up. And as we all probably, or a lot of us, are working remotely these days. As Josh said, hi, I'm Michael Kaplan, a managing partner at Miller Kaplan. We are a mid-sized accounting firm that specializes in guiding and advising closely held and emerging businesses throughout the world, from startup to $500 million in value. We're happy to be part of this Disruptors Awards, as we think it is such an important part of the Los Angeles economy. We thrive in working with innovators and entrepreneurs, as we at Miller Kaplan see ourselves the same way. We provide all the traditional accounting services, but we are much more than that, as we provide innovative and accelerating solutions to our clients across many industries. Some examples of this are our licensing and royalty audits for the technology sector, market revenue reports for the media sector, and business management and brand development for the entertainment sector, and trend reports for the manufacturing and distribution sectors. We are based mostly on the West Coast with 6 office locations, but we service clients throughout the globe. I want to congratulate all of the finalists today. You have developed innovative and amazing companies that have been able to prosper even in these difficult times. Well, without further ado, let's start with our first award of the program. It is for the Innovator of the Year. Our finalists are CALDERA Medical, Hop Skip Drive, and Epic Freight Solutions. We'd like you to meet our finalists.
We do domestic international transportation brokerage services. We really focus on time-sensitive, heavyweight, what we call managed service deliveries. We really took that expedited white glove niche of the marketplace, which honestly, it's maybe 5% of a total supply chain for a customer, but it causes like 95% of their headaches. And that's what we go into, whether it be domestic, whether it be truckload, whether it be international. And so that's been our success, is being really laser focused on that specific part of the supply chain. Our whole philosophy is people service profit. So if we continue to drive personal development, personal growth with our employees, we create an incredible environment for them to work where they love coming to work. If they love coming to work, they're going to love supporting our clients. Everyone says Sunday fun day. We call it Monday fun day. Because when you're coming into work on a Monday, man, you just had a great weekend. Saturday and Sunday were a blast. You had fun with your family, your friends, and now you gotta go back into work. I don't want anyone to think like that. I don't want anybody thinking they gotta come back into work. So every Monday is fun day. We do a ton of stuff around bonuses and incentives. Tremendous talent pool in Los Angeles. I love the environment here. You can never, I mean, you literally can't interview enough good people. There's so much great talent here.
Hop Skip Drive is a ride service for kids. It's a technology platform that helps schools and families arrange transportation by matching them with very highly vetted drivers that we call care drivers. And so all of the safety features that we built and the solution that we built for families was very extensible to schools and to counties. And so we partner with LA County Child Welfare Services, and we contract with well over 200 districts and counties, providing transportation services to some of our most vulnerable youth. I think Los Angeles is an amazing place to start a business. And I think that because the amount of diversity here, you know, income diversity, demographic diversity, ethnic diversity, but also geographic diversity, make this a really great place to start a business, especially a business like ours. I mean, we learned on LA traffic. If we can do it here, we can do it anywhere.
CALDERA Medical is, is really an organization that is focused very specifically on women's gynecologic surgery solutions. For us, we saw there was an opportunity to really support women's health. We've been doing humanitarian work ever since the company started, but 4 years ago, we made a pledge that we feel really passionate about, which is to treat 1 million women by the year 2025 that would otherwise not have access to healthcare. Embedded within our culture is a really strong sense of our values, what we call our C4 values: care, collaborate, challenge, and create. And what that does is they're not just words up on a poster or a wall. They are how we try to make decisions. Here, let's do the right thing for the right reason. And ultimately, our employees will feel proud enough to work at CALDERA that we get to attract and retain the best employees in LA.
Thank you for all those videos. Congratulations to all 3 of our finalists. And here, the 2020 honoree for Innovator of the Year is Hop, Skip, Drive. Joanna McFarland, their co-founder and CEO, is with us today. We'd like to invite her to say a few brief words. Joanna?
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, LA Business Journal, and really thank you to the team. This is really about our team and how great they are and how relentless they are and how passionate they are about creating opportunity for all through mobility. And so really, we're really grateful to recognize their efforts and the efforts of the entire team and all of the communities that we are fortunate enough to serve every single day. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanna, and congratulations again. I have a couple quick questions for you, if I could. You've developed an amazing company that services a great need for families. I have 3 kids myself that went to different schools, and my wife and I were always trying to figure out how to get them to where they needed to be. What provided the inspiration to you and your co-founders to develop this company, and how did you go about creating it?
It was exactly that. My 2 co-founders and I have 8 kids between us. They go to about 5 different schools and 20 different after-school activities. And as full-time working moms, we were dying. And we figured there had to be a better way. And so we set out to solve that problem for ourselves and realized that it was a problem that every parent faces, and eventually realized that that was a problem that schools face as well. And from the beginning, it was all about safety. You know, how do we create this service? What would it take for us to put our own kids in a hop, skip, drive ride? And really designed it from that perspective. And I think that is what has led to a lot of our growth and success.
Great. And one other question, what would you say was the biggest challenge of setting up this company and making it grow?
I think everything about setting up a business like this has been a huge challenge. We're a marketplace business, so it's all about matching supply and demand and making sure that we're creating a really unique and desirable opportunity for care drivers to earn a little extra money doing, something that they love, and creating the demand and making sure that parents could trust us. We had to make sure that parents had trust in our system and in our process and in our safety. And I think that is, safety is one of our highest values, and empathy is also one of our big corporate values, because we feel it for the families, we feel it for the schools, we feel it for the kids, and we feel it for the drivers who are all using our service.
Thank you, and congratulations again, Joanna, to you and your team, and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all of our innovator finalists and our honoree. Now I will present our second award for social responsibility. Our finalists are Ace Fence Company, Golden Star Technology, Inc., and $1 Million Baby Company. Let's meet our finalists.
To start with, back in 1993, my company built the Century Freeway fence that you see on the 105 freeway. In the middle, you'll see the Metro Green Line. That was 34 miles of chain link fence that we installed. I do put a lot of emphasis in the value of employees. To me, that's the best asset I could have, is good employees that stays with me for the long run. Back in 2009, I started Lending Hope Foundation, which is a California nonprofit. And what we do mainly is microloans for people to be able to start a new business. What better way to help other people to come up economically and financially? What better way than making them do their own business? Teach them to do a business on their own, and then they will become self-reliant, provide employment for others, and then become self-sustainable themselves.
My parents started the company technically back in 1983, and what they actually did was build their own PCs out of their garage in the city of Norwalk. And every weekend they would drive to San Jose, where they would have those old archaic IT swap meets. My dad would tinker, build his own systems, and then on the weekends go back to that same swap meet and sell his PCs. This is our 35th year anniversary, so it's a very strange, very big milestone, but very strange year. We've been able to kind of help with that trend in helping enable a lot of these clients do remote with the technology as simple as laptops, Chromebooks for the schools, but as well as a lot of the backend infrastructure as well with security.
15 years ago, we formed ACE and JP1 Scholarship Foundation. We went to those senior class, we encouraged them. We said, why don't you give yourself 2 years, try, and you want to go to a local community college for 2 years, and we are going to provide you 3 years scholarship. And even those students, they graduate from 4 years college, they come back to share with those new recipients. So we found that this is a very successful program.
We're $1 Million Baby Co. We are building brands that resonate with parents, and our objective is to bring design and sustainability into the nursery. I'm also proud to be a second generation family business made up of 7 distinct brands, where we're really just designing safe, most awarded, most non-toxic children's furniture on the market. So we're really, really proud of that. But I think the culture really has been a differentiating factor for us. We always talk about the company, the culture being our secret sauce. There's other aspects of business that are more or just as important. Happiness, being with your family, hiring people that have a balance in their lives, that find work-life balance. Those are just as important, and perhaps not showing up on the financial statements. But I just think that we have found incredible community in Los Angeles.
Congratulations to all three of our finalists. The 2020 honoree for social responsibility is Golden Star Technology. Congratulations. Their CEO and founder, JP Wang, is here with us today. We'd like to invite you, JP, to say a few words.
JP, I think you're on mute. If you want to make sure you unmute yourself.
Yeah, I want to thank you very much to the LA Business Journal for this recognition and award. With what happened in the 2020, we are still in business and keep all the employees. So I really want to also dedicate this award to our members. And also this is our 35th anniversary. So it's a very, very meaningful gift to us. Thank you all. Thank you to LA Business Journal. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, JP. And as your company believes in social responsibility, so does Miller Kaplan. We take it very seriously. We also are part and do our part in the community as well. I have a couple questions to ask you, if I could. It's wonderful that you've created such an impactful family business from scratch and have brought your family members into it. I too worked with my father in his business before he retired. I found it very rewarding for us to work together.
Right.
What challenges have you encountered in working in a family business?
I think to work as a family business is you really have to balance the business and also the personal life. But other than that, the advantage is, we can talk about the business all the time. So, so that is the challenge and the advantage, yeah.
Very true. I found that myself too, being over holiday dinners, talking with my father business and not necessarily always just having a nice dinner without business. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
What has been the most rewarding part of working, together with your family? I know for me it was, the passing of the generations from one to another and passing on the business and
yeah, we are so fortunate that I know a lot of family business, their second generation doesn't want to take over or to help, and we are so lucky that my two boys, they came back from Wall Street Journal and they come back from the East Coast and they're willing to come to take over the business. So we are so lucky that we have this family business that have been taken care of. Yeah. So that is the grateful part. Yeah.
Well, thank you, JP, and congratulations to you and your company and your team, and keep up the great work. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our finalists. And I just want to say thank you for allowing Miller Kaplan to participate in such a worthwhile event. And I just want to thank the LA Business Journal for putting on this event and all of their help. And I want to throw it back to Josh. Back to you, Josh.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, and congratulations to all 6 of our finalists in our first 2 categories, Innovator and Social Responsibility. As you saw in the videos, just absolutely fascinating work being done. So interesting, so diverse in industry, in pretty much everything you can imagine. So thank you for all that you're doing. Congratulations to all 6 of you. To announce our next 2 award categories, please welcome Joseph Mazza. He's the Los Angeles and Southwest market leader from RSM US. Joe, good to have you back. Joe, you may be on.
Thanks, Josh. I'm here. Thank you. Was having a little technical difficulty unmuting. I guess I talked too much, and so you guys had me double muted. But thank you. Excited to be here. I'm very excited that RSM is here to sponsor this event once again. Each year, the companies just get better and better and grow faster and faster. To be named one of the fastest growing companies in this massive and diverse market of LA is truly an achievement, and I congratulate you all. First, I'll be presenting the award in sustainability. Our finalists are EV Connect, PBS Engineers, and ship and shore environmental. Let's meet the companies focusing on sustainability.
Our core purpose as a business is to build a better planet by enabling the distribution of electricity as a fuel, and have focused a lot on trying to help bring electric vehicles to the market and accelerate their growth through better solutions that bring electricity as a fuel to more and more people and more drivers. We have 7 core values, and I think many of them would be similar to other companies around continuous improvement and things like that. But our number 1 core value is a commitment to electricity as a fuel. I love LA, and I really think it's hard to beat the business environment. And I think it comes down to really, if I had to bring it down to one word, it's diversity. There's just such diversity in the businesses that thrive here, and so I think that perpetuates itself in finding and cultivating and growing fast-growing companies.
PBS Engineers is an engineering company. We do mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and fire protection engineering services. We're in the service industry. And so we've always talked about it internally, about what's our why? Why do we do what we do? And honestly, what it boils down to, our mission is that we provide wow through service. That's what we want to do. We're team first, right? So it's our internal team first, because we always pledge internally that we're clients to each other first, and then our clients are external. So if we can really make sure everybody internally is working and helping each other and making sure everybody's successful, then our clients and partners that are external are automatically going to benefit from that. Big thing about Los Angeles and Southern California in general is diversity. Myself being a minority, I think there's tremendous opportunity for everybody in Los Angeles. And I think that the great thing about the city of Los Angeles is that there's a lot of inclusivity. And I think it's a big melting pot. And I think that there's a lot that companies like ourselves, from the building design perspective, and even architecture and other portions of design, there's tremendous opportunity to really make a name and put your stamp on the city.
Our company has been established since year 2000, and I have to say, I'm happy to say this month is our 20th anniversary. We provide design, engineering, manufacturing, and all the way to the execution and installation phase of anti-pollution control systems. I truly believe everything has to start from home. To become conscious and aware of recycling, paying attention to your utility consumption and how you live your life, conserve water, conserve electricity. We're trying to do it individually, we're trying to do it as corporations, and a lot of companies have adopted that sustainability plan. We realized very quickly that we were an essential business to all the other essential businesses that needed to stay in operation. Los Angeles is the land of opportunity within the bigger land.
Congratulations to all 3 of our finalists. The 2020 honoree for sustainability is Ship and Shore Environmental. Their CEO and president, Anushay Askawan, is here. Anushay, we'd like you to say a few words.
This is the Oscar moment. I am just speechless. And I have not prepared a speech as they usually go on and talk for minutes. It is a great honor and a privilege to be among such wonderful, established, innovative, great companies. And I truly believe not only Los Angeles is a land of opportunities, but truly this country is a great land of opportunity for people that want to think outside the box, do what is not normal. As a woman in a very, very male-dominated environment, we strive to constantly make sure people do realize Ship&Shore Environmental is a well-established company that could do the work just as good as others, if not better. And just because there is a woman CEO in a technical field, you should never, ever take that lightly. We, as I mentioned, do provide anti-pollution control systems for a lot of industrial companies around the country and worldwide. And we have expanded our footprint in other countries. And the goal is to make sure we provide clean air for everyone to breathe. We do need to bring clean air, climate change, and a better earth for all of us to live in and for our next generation. And that is what we really focus on. And every project is important to make sure we've done all that we could, that no facility is emitting any emissions or harmful chemicals to the environment.
Thanks, Anusha. The only difference between this and the Emmys or the Oscars is that I get to grill you now, and that doesn't happen there. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
First is, you touched in the video, but can you share a few things that we can do as individuals to become more sustainable?
Naturally, every person has to pay attention to how do we become conscientious of our waste that is being generated. The normal few things that comes to mind right away: conservation of electricity, water, and the recycling material that we do generate and we don't take care of it. And so that's on the personal level. And on the larger level, if you are conscientious about the environmental issues, then you take a stand for it. You become aware of what to do, what not to do. And there's enough talks about it nowadays that there's a lot to be educated on. And do know that as an individual, you do make a difference. We all make a difference as a person.
Great. And I'll give you an opportunity. There's a lot of companies listening in on this award ceremony today. What do you want other companies to know when it comes to sustainability?
What do we do ourselves? Is that what you meant?
No, what would you like companies to know when it comes to sustainability?
Have sustainable practices in-house. And dedicate a person to look around and see whether your company meets every checkpoint that there is. The energy management that was brought up throughout the conversations is something that people should be aware. And if you do make anything, if you're a processor, if you're a manufacturer, make sure you have paid attention to your wastewater, to the air that is going out of your facility, to the waste that is generated out of the facility, and just be mindful of it. A lot of times companies think that, hey, we're small, we're not as large as the LA refinery, so we don't have to worry about it. But as I said, every single one does count, and we like to keep manufacturing alive in US. That's a very important part of our work. But if you do pay attention to all of these measures, you're able to survive, and regulations are not end of a success story for any company. Regulations only keep us all competitive on the playing level.
Great. Well, thank you again, Anusha, and congratulations to you and your team.
Thank you. Thank you so much again.
Next, I have the pleasure of announcing the finalists and our winner for the RSM Middle Market Award. RSM partners with middle market firms to help them achieve success through listening to your business goals and providing advice on how to position your company for growth internally and externally. Our accounting, tax, and consulting services are designed specifically to help middle market firms like yours. And RSM's Middle Market Award honors the good work of middle market companies that is having tremendous impact on the LA economy. Our finalists are Advertise Purple, Zeta Systems, and Scorpion. We got to interview these finalists, and here's what they had to say.
In a nutshell, we are affiliate marketing services. Essentially, our core business model is we recruit and staff affiliates to promote their items. What's really given us a competitive edge is we began to notice how much data that we were harvesting. So we invested heavily in an artificial intelligence-backed technology, which we call Purpley, that really has allowed us to grow exponentially in the last 12 months. For me, as a surfer and as a California native, you know, having the energy and the culture and the kind of vibrant nature of Santa Monica and of LA really kept me excited, kept me innovative, and having a diverse pool of amazing employees to pick from and to hire from really was the kind of the wild card that Advertise Purple needed to grow to the way that it is.
We help organizations transform themselves through the journey in public cloud, changing the way that people work and collaborate together, which has not only technical and security implications, but certainly cultural implications in real-time collaboration and video conferencing. You know, this wasn't the norm up until the pandemic for a lot of organizations, but SADA has been working like this for a decade plus. So have many of our customers. First is people experience, then customer experience, then partner experience. And there's a reason they're in that order, because if you don't have exceptional culture and super motivated, excited, purpose-driven people, there's no way you can translate exceptional service to customers. You just can't. Hiring well and hiring for people who are a great culture add, not culture fit, because that kind of implies you want clones. You don't want clones, you want people to expand. Diverse teams perform better. And so, and I think with everything going on, like, what's the role that we can play is be deliberate about trying to equalize the field with regards to opportunity, right? How do we bring people in who will become the next leaders who are of diverse backgrounds?
Scorpion is a 19-year-old business. We are in the marketing software and services space. Right now we have about 833 employees. And our focus as a business is on local businesses. So really it started off by helping small local service-based businesses develop websites. As simple as that may sound today, back then that was a big deal. And over the years, continue to grow the business based on filling that need and doing so in a great way. We have a 90% client retention rate, which is just unheard of in our space. We have a truly unique culture when it comes to working at Scorpion. And that culture is based on the idea that we want to go above and beyond for our clients. Southern California gives us a tremendous competitive advantage. Number one, you have an amazing talent pool here that we benefit from as a business. And so we know that we're going to have very smart, talented, experienced folks who can come in and make an immediate impact to Scorpion, to our clients, as well as it's a great place to attract employees, right? People want to live in Southern California.
That was awesome. Congratulations to all three of our finalists. The 2020 honoree for RSM Middle Market Award is Scorpion Inc. Corey Quinn is here, and Corey, we'd like you to unmute and say a few words.
Thank you so much, Joe. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You got me? Okay, thanks, Joe, appreciate that. Just a real big thanks out to the LA Business Journal, Josh and the whole crew there. Thank you guys so much for this great recognition. It means a lot to us as a business. Excuse me, and there's a great recognition of all the fantastic work that our employees do, and the honor that we get to work with such great clients. So this definitely means a lot to us, and what a great honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Corey. I've got a couple of questions I'd like to ask, if that's okay.
Please.
We were very impressed with your company's culture. How has it evolved during the current year with COVID and everything else? Is that impacting the culture?
Well, I think this year has been interesting to say the least for all of us who own and run businesses. For Scorpion, we had a relatively, I'd imagine, smooth transition to the work from home situation that we're all in, mostly driven by some of the infrastructure that we had put in place as a business that allow us to do our jobs from home. And so with that in place, really it was about communication, as the leadership team taking the lead on making sure that us as a larger company here in Southern California, with a lot of people, that we were very intentional about communicating with the entire company on a daily basis, and then having each of the leaders throughout the company meet with their teams on a very frequent basis in order to make sure that not only are we available for our clients, but that we were still communicating as much as we were, hopefully, as when we were in the office. So as a result of that, that attention to the level of communication and really keeping that up, I think that really helped us to transition the business. And for us, it's actually been a pretty good year for us as a result of that.
That's great to hear. At RSM, we pride ourselves on our culture as well, and that constant communication with our people is just huge.
Yes.
The next question I would like to ask you is a personal question. I've been asking this one off and on for the last couple of months, and I'd love to hear what you think. What are you most looking forward to next year?
Going back to the office. Scorpion, we are, as a business, I would say, we are looking to expand the business, expand the types of businesses that we work with, the verticals that we focus on. So there's an aggressive growth plan there. And then, yeah, I think on a more of a personal basis, just being able to get back to some of the what I would consider to be more normal aspects of life, which includes for those parents out there having a normal school schedule, and of course being able to spend time in the office with my colleagues.
Thanks. That's a great answer, and a common one, right? Getting back to some sense of normality. I asked someone this question yesterday, and the person's answer was, I don't drink, but on New Year's Eve, I'm going to have a couple of drinks just to toast away 2020.
2020, yes.
Unique.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a banner year for sure.
Thank you, Corey, and congratulations again to you and your team.
Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate it. Big honor.
Back to you, Josh.
Thank you so much, Joe. This was such a great category, these last two. Congratulations to all 6 of our finalists. Tony, you had mentioned something in your interview that actually made the video cut that really stood out to me. At SADA Systems, I really appreciated your comment about looking and retaining talent and looking for new people to join your team. It was a great takeaway. Your comment about we don't hire for a culture fit, we hire for a culture add. And I thought that was such a unique way of putting it, but it was so clear to me exactly what you meant. And it's a good reminder to all of us in business that when we are hiring people and we're looking to expand our team, we want to look at people who can add value and add new dynamics to our team, not who are robots who fit in, fit the mold, so to speak. So Tony, thank you for that. Congratulations, all 6 of you in that category. Really impressive. We're down to our last 2 awards. So please welcome to announce them, Brandon Ferreira. He's the Southern California Market Executive of Middle Market Banking with Fifth Third Bank. Brandon?
Thanks, Josh. Hopefully you guys can all hear me great. We really appreciate the opportunity to participate today and the work of the entire team at the LA Business Journal. It's really been a great experience and a great thing to be a part of. This event is a great fit for Fifth Third Bank's expansion efforts. In California, we like to think of ourselves as a 160-year startup. In just the last 3 years, we've been doing our best to disrupt the banking market by bringing the 10th largest bank in the country to Southern California. Our team has grown to over 30 employees with offices in Orange County, Los Angeles, and the Inland Empire. And in late 2019, we added an office in San Francisco as well. Our local team of banking experts has over 300 years of combined experience in Southern California, with an average tenure of 20 years spent building relationships and providing meaningful financial advice. Fifth Third Bank is over 160 years old with over 200 billion in assets. Since we first opened our doors in 1858, we've put our clients and their businesses at the center of everything we do, and that's never going to change. Whatever your business goals are, we're here to help you succeed. The first award I'll be presenting is for the Accelerator Award. This award is for the company that has moved up the LA Business Journal fastest growing private companies list, the greatest number of spots from the last year. There are 4 companies that showed tremendous growth. Our finalists are Aravant Inc., Los Angeles Distributing Company, Revelier, and Traffic Management Inc. Let's meet our finalists.
So Aravant is a engineering and manufacturing firm. We design and manufacture electronic components for millimeter wave applications. This idea of everything connected to everything. That is why a lot of our growth has been so continuous despite all the things that are happening in the world right now. It's been great to be in the South Bay because of how much aerospace heritage there is. We meet people who, work on their cars on the weekends, and those kind of skills and interests and hobbies, they translate really well into our organization. Since March, we've been allowed to stay open as an essential business. We do service other essential businesses for the defense and telecom markets.
We are the go-to distributor now for a lot of new age foods, snacks and beverages. Yes, we're a distributor. Yes, we connect brands with retailers and help grow them. But I think our why, you'll see in our culture, is we just make it easy. We were one of the first to bring on like sanitizers and masks. And from our perspective, we were just trying to keep everybody healthy, right? We have access to this importer who was able to get some stuff. So that was a big part of our business in April and May. A lot of people from LA, there's the old joke that everybody in LA, nobody's actually from here. Everybody's come from different parts of the country, bringing different ideas, and they come here and they become open-minded to different things. And so I think there's a higher risk tolerance, if you will, for trying new things.
Our company has built a software application to facilitate how government-sponsored health plans execute in the area of quality and risk adjustment. Our platform is it's industrial strength workflow to engage with a provider, get the data in. We have machine learning and natural language processing that scans every single page, lifts kind of effectively the words, the numbers off the medical record, and can immediately start to make sense of who that record's for, what diseases do they have. The LA market is so rich in talent. We have kind of a theme for the year, which is one team, raise your game, synced up. And so as we approach initiatives and projects and activities, like those keep coming to the forefront.
We provide traffic planning and engineering services for our customers. We're the largest traffic control company in the state of California by a long shot. We created the TMI University, which is every year we select from each one of our regions a handful of individuals that basically get nominated by their management, and they go through a management training program. And furthermore, we're offering continued education for our traffic controllers, whether it's how to manage a budget, or how, or some of even to get your GED or things like that. Los Angeles is the birthplace of the freeway system, and some might argue the birthplace of traffic. And traffic management is in the business of managing traffic. We learned in the most difficult place in the world to do what we do. And I think that has helped us become successful.
Congratulations to all the nominees. And the winner is Aravant. We're joined by their CEO, Wendy Xu. Wendy, we'd like to invite you to say a few words.
Sure, can you guys see me? Hi, can you guys see me?
Yeah, we could see you.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. We're so honored to participate and be selected as a disruptor by the LA Business Journal. It was really a great time to meet everybody during that interview process. And, you know, just like a lot of these other CEOs have said, we couldn't have done it with our team. I think we're so grateful to them for continuing to pivot with us, change with us, and grow with us. So thank you.
Great. Congrats again, Wendy. Want to ask you just a few questions. And the first one is, can you just talk a little bit more and tell us about your role as a CEO of a family-owned business?
Yeah, sure. So I've heard that a lot of the other businesses here are family-owned as well. I always say that, you know, family-owned business is not different from any other business in terms of purpose, right? You're there to serve your customers. You want to create a great environment for your team. The only difference is that, you know, in an organization that's family-owned, where, you know, the roles are clear, where skills are balanced, and where the owners are self-aware, that's where we can achieve even more because we have an intimate understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses. So in our business, one of the things that I'm pretty good at, is business development, and also, you know, branding, and I think focusing on culture and team.
Great. Next question, you know, what are you most excited about in regards to your company's growth and how you guys have been able to grow so rapidly over the last number of years?
Yeah, we're the most excited about the future technologies that we're enabling. So when folks are talking about remote surgery and bring internet to the world and keeping our country safe, those are all self-driving vehicles, right? Those are all technologies that are enabled by the work that we do. So we feel very honored to do that.
Great. Well, thanks so much, and congratulations to you and everyone at Aravant on this award.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next up, our final award is for Disruptor of the Year. One company stood out amongst the rest. The number one fastest growing private company, CALDERA, is our Disruptor of the Year. We got to interview their founder and CEO, Gail Becker. Here's what she had to say.
I was the mom of 2 boys with celiac disease, and they were diagnosed at such a young age that there was no gluten-free food in the store. So it really gave me a good perch from which to watch the industry evolve. And then I found myself in this place in my life where I had become very disenchanted with corporate America. I sort of worked my way up the corporate ladder, and when I got there, didn't really like the view. My father passed away, and he was an immigrant to this country. He owned a small business. And when he died, something inside me really changed. And I knew I wanted to do something more meaningful. My disenchantment with corporate life, the passing of my father, and the realization that I can't be the only one who thinks 90 minutes is too long to make a pizza crust. I put it in a proverbial blender, and what I came out with was, I know, I'm going to leave my job and start a company called CALDERA. And that's exactly what I did. most importantly, though, the ethos behind Power is we provide great tasting
All right, having a little
products that happen to be
technical.
gluten-free. Everything we do hits at that intersection of taste, health, and convenience. Under the halo of Los Angeles and California, Power was automatically given this like sort of trend halo. Oh, well, it's a LA-based company, so clearly they must be on the cutting edge.
All right. Hey, not sure what's going on here. I was unmuted and muted, so hopefully we're back on. Gail, congrats. You're with us today, and we'd like to invite you to say a few words.
Thank you so much. Wow, I don't think there's any word in the language of entrepreneurs that means more than being called a disruptor. And I say that on behalf of all of us at the entire company. It really is a thrill. And I think one of the great, one of the benefits of this crazy time that we're living in is that disruption can come from anywhere. And it comes from all levels of our company and all of our people who are constantly trying to challenge the status quo. So I just accept this on behalf of all of them, and thanks to the LABJ for recognizing Power in this really incredible way.
Hey, congrats again, Gail. I also have a few questions for you. What obstacle are you most proud of Power overcoming?
Well, how long do you have? I would say probably two things. One is, we didn't know how, competitive the frozen food aisle was, in grocery stores. It's the smallest part of the grocery store, so thereby it's the most competitive. And, the fact that we were able to break in there really shows how much, how much retailers and buyers and consumers were just cheering us on. And we use that to fuel our growth. And then I think as part of that, now that we're operating in the middle of a pandemic and we're all virtual and, demand is high and trying to get things on store shelves is, incredibly hard. We've been able to deliver a 99% fill rate, which is pretty incredible for companies, during any times, but during the middle of a pandemic is really something I'm incredibly proud of the team for.
Wow, that's phenomenal. 99% fill rate in a pandemic. Definitely something to be proud of. Okay, next question. What would you say perhaps someone watching and thinking of starting their own company? What advice would you give them based on your experience?
Yeah, it's probably my favorite topic because I think Power is a wonderful example of what you can do when nobody tells you you can't. I had zero food experience other than I bought it, cooked it, and ate it. But I saw a hole in the market, and after getting frustrated with waiting for everybody else to fill it, I decided to do it myself. And if I can do it, so can anyone else. And the thing that really scares me the most along this crazy journey is how close I came to not doing it. I came literally this close, and I'm sure there are people listening who every day put that question, in front of them. Is this something that I should do? Is this something that I should risk? And I would just say, starting a business is not unlike having kids. If you wait for the right time, it's probably never going to happen. So take a bet on yourself and just do it.
Awesome. That's great advice. And congrats again. And thank you so much for being part of this process.
Thank you so much. Thank you, LABJ, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Brandon. Congratulations, Gail, and to all of this year's disruptors. You guys are amazing. You're doing wonderful things in the market. Please join me in a virtual round of applause for all 17 of our finalists, all 100 companies who are on our fastest growing private companies list this year. You're doing amazing things. As I shared earlier, you can read more about all 17 of our finalists, more about our winners, and then see the official rankings 1 through 100 in Monday's edition of the LA Business Journal. If you're like me, you've probably gotten, I think I have 14 texts from my daughter with election updates of some type. So we promised to keep everybody or get everybody off by 3:30. I'm glad to say we kept our word on that. It's been an absolute privilege to get to know all of you. Thank you again to Fifth Third, RSM, Miller Kaplan, Golden Star Technologies, and SADA Systems. You guys are fantastic. We really hope that we'll be able to do this in person next year and in a safe way. But if not, we'll do it again using technology. Everybody stay safe. Thank you so much.